I think if you were to ask me what was an important epiphany for me, it really came when I was a very young girl. I would say in the neighborhood of 10. I was part of a school dramatic performance, and it had to do with being asked to play the role of a tiny, dwarfed hunchback in the employ of a king. I really wanted to be the princess. I wanted that part. I wanted to feel, why was I not chosen for the princess? Why was I chosen to do this particular role? It gave me the feeling that I was deformed and deficient, but as the play presented itself, the king had many enemies, and when they stormed the king's palace, I, the little hunchback, protected the king and took the arrow that killed me. I no longer felt that I was the dwarfed hunchback, but I felt that the character, the role of the hunchback, proved to have more nobility of character than the princess that I might have been. And so, in a way, it created a groundwork for me to assess things along those lines. Not to be hung up by appearances, to look for something that reflected a character who protected, who prevented, who committed to protecting the king. And in a way, it gave me an attitude, a posture, a point of view for evaluating incidents, people, happenings, occurrences along those lines. This, as a 10-year-old, began to grow, and I still think about it. I still think about being the little one with potentials for greatness that exceeded the greatness of the noble characters. It shaped me because I had a very good feeling about something that I thought was going to be unpleasant. So it taught me to find what is pleasant, what is good, what is rewarding, what is worth going for. In having an early, what I consider to be an epiphany or a realization or an awareness or a consciousness, it therefore shaped what I did the next year and what I pursued as a career, what I pursued in the way I brought up my children, what I pursued in my pursuit and my choosing a husband. It flowers, it takes root, and it repeats itself through my children, because that relationship still retains spontaneity, creativity in our exchanges with each other. So I like to feel that that spontaneity, that imaginative way of looking at things, goes with me wherever I go. It's who I am.